In 2006, 10 years ago now, David Cameron became leader of the Conservative Party. 4 years later, he became the Prime Minister. When he arrived on the scene, his promise was a simple one: a new kind of politics and a break with the spin and often the scandal that had marked the New Labour Brown years. Now he's no longer Prime Minister, we can look back at his time, those 6 years when he was at the top, and we can assess his legacy. We know it's one of economic mismanagement, but also, I think, one of nepotism and often at times scandal. Emblematic of that, I think, were the revelations that came out in this Sunday Times in regard to Cameron's resignation honours list. And wowee, it is an absolute flood, a deluge of nepotism, cronyism, and everything that's broken about our politics. Now, these are just the recommendations. They've been leaked. That's not happened really before. Many of them may not go through, but the recommendations really are something special. 20 former and current spin doctors have been recommended for some kind of honour. 24 members of the Prime Minister's 10 Downing Street entourage, including 2 former drivers and the stylist for his wife. 4 members of the cabinet have been put forward for knighthoods, including Philip Hammond, who's now, of course, the Chancellor. He's Theresa May's number 2. What's interesting about that, I think, is that Mr. Hammond was a very big Eurosceptic. In 2014, he told the Mars show he wanted Britain out of the EU unless major concessions were made. He turned around, he did a 180, he changed his tune. I think maybe somebody dangled the big fat carrot of a knighthood. But you've got dozens of people who were involved in Remain. They are being rewarded for failure. Foremost among them, Britain Stronger in Europe, number 1, chief exec, top boy, executive director Will Straw. Will Straw is a failed parliamentary candidate. He failed with that campaign. His biggest achievement is being born the son of Jack Straw. Guess what? He's about to get a CBE. Failures, flunkies and phonies. That's who's being rewarded in Cameron's resignations honours list. This list tells you everything, not just about his failure as Prime Minister, the failure of the last 6 years, but actually everything that's broken about British politics. I think most people know that it's broken. The thing is, they don't think we can replace it with something better. They're told every day by the media, by the powers that be, that it's simply impossible. Well, you know what? I don't just think it's possible. I think it's inevitable.